3 months ago, a YouTube channel called Nightfall Investigators uploaded their final video. The channel had maybe 2,000 subscribers. Nothing special. Just 3 friends, Marcus, Devon and Riley, wandering around abandoned buildings with cheap cameras and EMF readers they bought off Amazon. Their videos were the usual stuff. Creaky doors, strange shadows that were probably just dust. The occasional, "Did you hear that?" followed by 5 minutes of silence. But their last video was different. It was uploaded at 3:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. The title was simple: "We found something real." By the time the sun came up, the video had been taken down by YouTube. Violation of community guidelines, they said. Graphic content, but I saw it before it disappeared, and I wish I hadn't. This is what was on that video. The footage started normal enough. Marcus behind the camera doing his usual intro. "What's up, Nightfall crew? It's 11 p.m. and we're at Riverside Cemetery. This place has been abandoned since the 70s when the town relocated all the graves to the new municipal cemetery. Supposedly, they didn't move all of them." Devon's voice came from off-camera. "Yeah, people say there's still like 40 or 50 bodies here. No markers, no records, just forgotten." Riley was already walking ahead, flashlight cutting through the dark. "Let's find out." The cemetery wasn't big, maybe an acre. Most of the headstones were knocked over or buried in weeds. The fence around it had gaps you could walk through. They filmed for about 20 minutes, the usual stuff. Marcus making jokes, Devon checking his EMF reader every few seconds. Riley walking between the graves, reading names off the stones that were still legible. Then the EMF reader started going crazy. Whoa, hold up," Devon said. The camera swung toward him. The little device in his hand was lighting up like a Christmas tree. "I'm getting a massive spike, like off the charts." "Where's it coming from?" Marcus asked. Devon walked slowly, holding the reader out in front of him like a divining rod. He stopped near the back corner of the cemetery where the fence had completely collapsed and the trees grew thick and wild. "Here, right here." There was nothing there, just dirt and dead leaves. Riley knelt down, brushing away the debris. "Wait, there's something." She pulled out her phone, turned on the flashlight. The camera moved closer. Carved into the ground, not on a stone, but directly into the earth, were words. "Do not wake us." Marcus laughed, but it sounded forced. "Okay, that's creepy. Who carves a warning into the dirt?" "It's not dirt," Riley said quietly. She touched it. "It's stone, flat stone, like a slab." "A mass grave?" Devon whispered. Nobody answered. Riley stood up, stepped back. "Maybe we should go." But Marcus kept filming. "No way. This is the best footage we've ever gotten. Devon, do another EMF sweep." Devon hesitated, then moved the reader over the slab. The device went silent, completely silent. That's weird," Devon said. "It was maxed out a second ago. Now it's reading 0, like there's nothing here." "Maybe the battery died," Marcus suggested. "It's plugged into a power bank. It's fine." Riley's voice was tight. "Guys, I really think we should leave." But Marcus wasn't listening. He crouched down, ran his hand over the carved words. "This is insane. How old do you think this is?" And then the ground moved. Not much, just a slight shift, like something underneath had exhaled. All 3 of them froze. "Did you feel that?" Riley whispered. The camera was shaking now. Marcus's breathing was loud in the mic. "We need to go. Right now," Devon said. But before anyone could move, there was a sound, a low grinding noise, like stone scraping against stone. The slab was moving, not up, not down, just shifting, side to side, slowly, deliberately. Marcus stumbled backward, almost dropping the camera. "What the hell?" The grinding stopped. Silence. Riley grabbed Marcus's arm. "Run, now!" They ran.
"Run! We need to escape
The footage turned
immediately!"
into a blur of motion. Trees, darkness, heavy breathing. The camera jerked wildly as Marcus sprinted through the cemetery. Behind them, something screamed. It wasn't human. It wasn't animal. It was a sound that didn't belong in the world. high and sharp and wrong, and it was getting closer. "Go, go, go!" Devon shouted. The camera caught a glimpse of Riley ahead, vaulting over a fallen headstone. Then it swung around, just for a second, and there was something behind them. A figure. Tall. Too tall. Arms too long. Moving in a way that didn't make sense. Not running, not walking. Just covering ground impossibly fast. Marcus screamed and the camera whipped forward again. They reached the gap in the fence. Riley went through first, Devon second. Marcus was right behind them when the camera dropped. It hit the ground, lens pointing back toward the cemetery. For 3 seconds, the footage showed Marcus's legs. Then they were gone, dragged backward, fast. Riley's voice screaming his name, Devon yelling something I couldn't make out. And then footsteps, running, away from the camera. The camera stayed on the ground, still recording. For 5 minutes there was nothing, just the sound of wind and distant traffic. Then Marcus walked back into frame, slowly, stiffly. He bent down, picked up the camera, stared directly into the lens. His face was wrong. I can't explain it better than that. His features were all there, eyes, nose, mouth, but they didn't fit together right, like someone had rearranged them slightly, just enough to make him not quite Marcus anymore. He smiled. "Thank you," he said. His voice sounded wet, hollow. "We've been waiting so long." Then he turned the camera around. The slab was open. A jagged hole in the ground, just wide enough for a person, and standing around it were dozens of figures, all of them too tall, all of them wrong, all of them smiling. The last thing on the video was Marcus's laughter as he walked toward them. Then the screen went black. The police found Riley and Devon 3 days later. They were alive. Physically, they were fine, but neither of them would talk. Not to the cops, not to doctors, not to anyone. They just stared at nothing for hours, days. Eventually, they were committed to a psychiatric facility. Marcus was never found. The cemetery was bulldozed 2 weeks later. The city said it was a public safety hazard. Unstable ground. They poured concrete over the whole site. But here's the thing that keeps me awake. I went back and watched the video again before it got deleted. I wanted to see if I missed something. And I noticed, in the last few seconds, when the camera panned over those figures standing around the hole, one of them looked familiar. I checked Nightfall Investigators' older videos, from 6 months ago. They'd done an episode at an old hospital. In the background of one shot, standing in a doorway, was a person. Same height, same wrong proportions, same smile. It was already following them. And I realized something else. When Marcus turned the camera on himself at the end and said, "We've been waiting so long," he wasn't talking to Riley and Devon. He was talking to us, everyone who watched the video. I don't know how many people saw it before YouTube took it down, but I've noticed something in the last few weeks. Late at night, when I'm alone, I hear footsteps outside my door. Too slow. Too deliberate. And yesterday I found something on my doorstep. A small, smooth stone with 3 words carved into it. "We are coming."
Now marked. The implications are terrifying. I had no idea they were watching.
They've arrived.